just in the shop here doing some work, cleaning things up for the fall. Like in the other videos, I was talking about catching up on some of the fur that's in the deep freeze. I got some coyotes out here. This board here, one of my buddies was cleaning out a shed. He was going to tear it down. Got rummaging through there and found a bunch of marten, muskrat, squirrel, weasel, and a coyote and a lynx board. So he asked if I'd be interested. For sure, I said. Wouldn't want to pass that up, especially his dad's a good old guy, and I like to use his tools there, something that he used to use, and take a lot of pride in that, using other people's stuff and kind of continuing on their tradition. This one here is the one I made off Ryan 911's video on how to make a coyote board with a tapered face. So the face on my other boards were like this, a little bit wider, kind of the normal pattern here, and tried that out. So with this one here, that's kind of the standard one, like I said, my normal ones. I got 3 coyotes. I'm going to put them all on these 3 boards here and see how they dry up. I'm going to do a little clip here and how I take the nicks out of my fleshing beam. There's some coyotes there, and there's another one just around the corner that I'm going to finish up. I like solid boards. I just like them better for pinning, but you can see up there I got a good assortment of split boards. The ones here are 10 that I made. I think I'm going to put the part of the video either towards the end or the start of this one, so either way you'll get to see it. Here's a pile of solid boards behind that one split board. I'm just getting ready to get things lined up. Here's one of those skinny boards, and that's what the face looks like on the skinnier boards. But I'll compare the 3 there for you. So yeah, I'll just get the camera set up and I'll show you how I take the nicks out and finish these coyotes up. I'll put them on the board and you can see what they look like after. Catch you in a bit. Okay, so this is my fleshing beam. We have to do some screws here. It all lays down flat, makes it portable when I go different places or do demos or whatever. This one's an oak forming board. When you buy your forming board, always take a look at the way the grain runs. I didn't do that with this one. Ended up getting home and I realized the grains were a little bit angled. So here's the board here, and the grain actually comes up a little bit of an angle, so this would be an edge of a growth ring here. Ideally to go the other way, and then when you come off there's no edge. But I have this one now, and so every year I have to kind of clean up the edge a bit. When you come off the back end of the coyote, around the tail, the rump part, you push off, and you always do a few nicks here or there. One good way to keep from putting holes in your coyote is touch this up from time to time. And how I do that is just take my fleshing knife and just draw up on it and just do a little shave. Cleans up some of the old grease stuff there too, and keeps it nice. And there, just take those couple little nicks out. Here's not too bad. And give it a little shave. Trying to keep things even. If you have bigger nicks or you want to narrow down your board, what I've done is just take my angle grinder and just kind of shave her down the size you want, and then just clean it up like that. Take the rough edges out. You can take a sanding belt, touch it up like that. I find this works good for me for most animals. I'm going to make another one for fisher and lynx that's just a little bit narrower. I could probably do it on this one, but I like how wide this is for when I do my coyotes. Like in the other video, I can go down a quarter turn, do another quarter, and works good for me. So yeah, that's how I clean up the little nicks. I'll finish these coyotes up here and I'll get them on the board, and then you can take a look at what they look like, the different board patterns, and we'll go from there. Alright, catch you later. Alright, so I got them fleshed up. I washed them Load them up a little bit. You can see the difference there. The middle one, the head's a little bit narrower, which gives you a little bit more length. And yeah, the belly on the right side was, I know, a little bit of thin skin there, slips, so I just trimmed that up. That'll be fine. And then the one on the right had a bad leg. It was shot, one of the ones I bought, so change the length of the leg a little, and it'll be fine. And then the front leg was shot off, so I just sewed that up. And yeah, we'll give them a day here, and we'll turn them, and I'll show you what they look like when they're all done. Alright, so it's the next day now, and I turned the coyotes. They're still a bit damp on the first side, so once they dry up, I washed them because they were shot, and had a bit of blood everywhere, and they were dirty, so I thought, oh, I'll wash them up. So they're a bit damp, that's why they look all ratty and stuff. Once they dry, I'll brush them out nice, and then we'll take another look at them. But the one in the middle is, I do like the way the face looks. It looks more like a coyote than the other traditional boards there. I'd like to get one made up that's a solid board like that. Maybe it's one of my projects someday. Check that out. But this one, this is the standard NAFA sizing, I guess, board size. It makes their heads a little bit boxy. This one's nicer. I like it more like a normal coyote. And this is that old one. I don't think it's off any real pattern, but it's kind of a mixture between the two. A little bit narrow in the nose, and then it broadens up to the shoulders there. Where this one here kind of just skinnier, and then it broadens up around the shoulders to the normal size. Okay, we'll catch you in a bit. Give you the final product update here. Alright, so we got all these coyotes dried up. And the ears are a little freezer burnt on them, so I did the best I could, but they're in the same order that they were. So actually the one on the left was the one on the right before. Just if we were at the other side of them, they'd be in the order, but they're not. So it is what it is, I guess. So I guess saying this one would be the one that was on the standard NAFA wide board. This one was the modified board that I did. And this one was my friend's dad's coyote board. Like I said, this one's a bit of the middle of these two here. So I kind of like the look of this. It's a really nice coyote, nice and pale. So hopefully nice and soft. They're washed up good. But alright, so this should be the end of that little board video I made. So hopefully you weren't too bored. Crappy joke there, but anyways, we'll go and make you some more videos. We'll catch you later. Just one last quick thing. Just wanted to show you the belly on these coyotes here. So this guy is kind of always pretty well off. This guy is really nice and clear. And there, so be a good dollar for him. This one's kind of in between, a little darker down here. Not so bad up top. This guy's nice all the way through. And this guy's starting to get that damn brown belly that us northern Alberta guys get. Alright. Okay, catch you later. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like and pass it on to your friends. And let me know in the comments actually what you'd like to see. Just trying to keep this educational for you guys. And I'm working on a few things. So catch you later.